Jacob deGrom, look, he's earned this free agency, right? He's going to make a lot of money no matter who signs him. And I think from his perspective, he's going to want to see what is out there. And I think the Mets can go ahead and they can give him a nice offer right off the bat, but he's probably not going to sign that, especially given the uniqueness of the deal that he's going to get. Probably something short-term. He's going to have some ultra short-term offers for very, very high average annual values. He might have some longer-term things. There's going to be a real curiosity on the part of him and his agent to see what's out there. So the idea of just striking while it's hot and getting deGrom very early in the offseason, I think, is not going to happen. So I do think maybe you make him a competitive offer. You hope that he likes it. You hope that he's not offended by it, but then you let him explore what else is out there. And at the end of the day, if you come back with the biggest money, I think you got a pretty good chance to get him back.
Yeah, so with that all being said, Anthony, do you think it is an absolute must that deGrom has to be signed by the Mets this offseason?
You know, Chris, it is so complex, this question, because if it's just the pitcher and you're guaranteeing health, then, yeah, it's a must for him to come back because he's a big part of what they do there. And the 1-2 punch with him and Scherzer at the top of the rotation is key for this team to push further than they did this season. However, we know from observing him for the past couple of years that health is no guarantee with deGrom. So you got to dig deep on it, and the Mets know him better than anybody, right? Their doctors have been all over this guy searching for whatever's wrong, been holding him back over the past couple of years. You know, so I think it's going to be very instructive what they come out with and how hard they go at him. And I know other teams will be watching the Mets' actions on this as well. You know, but you do need to get that kind of pitcher at the top of the rotation. And if it's not deGrom, who is it? Is it Carlos Rodon? Well, that's just repeating the same thing because he's got some health issues as well, and he's not as good as Jacob deGrom. So, you know, even with the risk, I like the idea of him coming back, but, you know, the Mets need to do due diligence here, guys.
Yeah, and, you know, when you look at deGrom, if this comes down to money, I think the Mets are in business because Steve Cohen can write whatever check he chooses to write, and he's already indicated, essentially, he wants deGrom back, and why wouldn't he? Now, you'd want some guarantee that you're not going to get, that he's going to stay healthy, and that, of course, is the biggest knock on deGrom, really one of the only knocks on deGrom. But I was interested this week when Noah Syndergaard compared deGrom hypothetically leaving the Mets to Freddie Freeman leaving the Braves. I'm not sure I believe that deGrom has that kind of sort of loyalty with the Mets and the fan base. If he does, then to me, he's going to be a Met because of the money and because he really wants to be there.
Well, look, Kim, do I believe that Jacob deGrom would love to pitch close to home in DeLand, Florida, up there? Yeah, of course I do. I think a lot of people would like that sort of thing. But the Miami Marlins are not going to be offering Jacob deGrom $150 million over 3 years. So I think you have to look at who's realistic that could do that. I think the Braves came up very early when talking about this, and they are geographically pretty close to deGrom's home, probably as close as he is going to get. And they could give him a good offer. No guarantee they will. But you look at the teams that can spend really big money on this guy. The Mets are one of them, Kim. Absolutely. The Dodgers are always in play. And you haven't heard a ton about them. But if there's a big free agent out there, you can bet the Dodgers are going to be in on it. And I'm sure Jacob deGrom would relish a chance to pitch with Clayton Kershaw. So you go ahead and you look at these other teams. I think the Rangers make a lot of sense with some money to burn this offseason. I wouldn't even count out the Houston Astros, depending on what happens with Justin Verlander. So there are options here. They're not all going to be right in deGrom's backyard. I do think that's a factor. But when you come down to it with so many of these free agents, money is kind of always the biggest factor, isn't it?